Hello guys, it's Butterfree, and today I will be discussing John Wayne Gacy, the man behind the clown. John Wayne Gacy was not a monster hiding in the shadows. He was a neighbor, a businessman, a volunteer, a man who dressed as a clown to entertain children, and beneath all that was one of the most disturbing serial killers in American history. This is the factual story of John Wayne Gacy, not the myth, not the caricature, but the reality. John Wayne Gacy was born in 1942 in Chicago. His childhood was marked by abuse, particularly from his father, who was violent, alcoholic, and emotionally cruel. Gacy grew up desperate for approval, especially male approval, while also struggling with his sexuality in a time when it was heavily stigmatized. These factors did not cause his crimes, but they shaped the person he became to be. By adulthood, Gacy learned how to perform normalcy extremely well. On the surface, Gacy appeared successful. He ran a construction business, was active in local politics, volunteered in his community, performed as Pogo the Clown at events. People trusted him. That trust gave him access, especially to young men and teenage boys, many of whom worked for him or knew him socially. Behind closed doors, Gacy's life looked very different. Between 1972 and 1978, Gacy sexually assaulted and murdered at least 33 young men and boys. Most victims were lured with promises of work, money, or help. Once inside Gacy's home, many were restrained, assaulted, and killed. What makes this case particularly horrifying is what came after. Gacy buried many of his victims in a crawl space beneath his house. Others were disposed of in rivers once the space ran out. For years, people disappeared, and no one connected them back to him. In 1978, the disappearance of a 15-year-old boy named Robert Peace changed everything. Witnesses saw Peace last with Gacy. Police surveillance quickly revealed suspicious behavior, the smell of decomposition coming from Gacy's house, incriminating items found during searches. When investigators finally excavated the crawl space, they uncovered a mass grave. It became one of the largest serial murder investigations in U.S. history. Gacy was arrested, tried, and convicted of 33 counts of murder. During the trial, he attempted to plead insanity, but experts determined he understood his actions. He showed little genuine remorse. In 1994, John Wayne Gacy was executed by lethal injection in Illinois. The most important part of the story is not John Wayne Gacy, it's the victims. Sons, brothers, friends, young people whose lives were cut short. For many years, many victims were unidentified. Their families searched for answers. Some never fully received them. Gacy's case forced changes in missing person investigations, forensic identification, how serial offenders are studied, but no reform can undo the damage. John Wayne Gacy wasn't terrifying because he was obvious. He was terrifying because he wasn't. This case reminds us that evil doesn't always look monstrous. Sometimes it looks helpful, friendly, and trustworthy. And the real horror is how long it took to listen to the silence left behind it.